Hello everybody, it is Dean and Superfly Boy back for a new video. This time, you're seeing this in the 15th of August when it first comes out. I'm recording at August 9th because pre-recording, that's fine. Okay, so this is a guide to basically how you can do or make a creature in my competition, Create a Creature. So it's like a small little tutorial coming out in the middle of the due date of the competition, which is August 1st to August 31st. So I hope, and there's not been a single submission, not even from my friends. Very sad. So they must submit. I mean, maybe there has been, because there's still like 5 days, I think. No, 6 days until 15th, which is when this tutorial comes out. So maybe someone had. I don't know. So, I'm just gonna tell how this works. First, I'm just gonna give an example on how the traits of a creature I must have. For example, if you're trying to create a crustacean or a crab, to be more precise, the crab must be a crustacean, which are lobsters, shrimps, krills, spiny lobster, mantis shrimp, prawn, all that stuff. And it should be a decapod crustacean, which are all the family around the crab, and if I'm sure shrimp as well. I'm not the best in like knowing every single phylogeny, but I do understand how phylogenies work, which is all you need to know. If you just like spend around 5 to 10 minutes just on Google searching on what type of creatures you're making, it's just that easy, okay? So we have 4 creatures that you have to make. Number 1 is terrestrial animals, which are land animals. Now, I don't want anything cliche. It's not for fighting. It's for looks and how viable they are in real life, and whether they work phylogenetically. So, you can use an ornithomimus. That's fine. I like it. You can use a T-Rex. You can use anything, but this isn't for fighting. It must it must be unique, all of them, okay? It should not be so cliche, okay? I want to see, you know what I want to see for land? I want to see Godzilla. Give me Godzilla, someone. I want someone to make Godzilla. Is that? Or maybe Zilla. Yeah, not Godzilla. I might make that. You know, I'm still not decided I've completed my land. I mean, not my land. My sea and my water and my air creatures. I have to do my other 2. So, I might make Zilla myself, which will come out, my video will come out in 19th of August. So like, yeah. So, I might make Zilla, which, you know. So as I said, no need for cliche. Do a mammal. Mammals are cool, okay? They are underrated. You use, what mammal can I think right on the top of my head? Paraceratherium. Yeah, use him. Look at this ancient extinct rhino. Use this guy. Use Mr. Paleoxodon. Namadicus or something. Use him. Like, use things in like Panthera. Use a Panthera. Mammals are cool. Okay, so you can make reptiles, you can make amphibians. I'm not saying you can't. Although I would love some amphibians. Like, because amphibians can go in like 3 classes. So that, or it can, I guess, go in all 4 classes of creatures. Because they might fly. Like, someone make a flying amphibian. Will that, I don't know whether that'll work. I've not actually searched on that much, so it might not work. So and now that is the land. You can do anything. Just, it's not for fighting. Know that much, okay? When you're doing this. My next thing I'm doing, or next creature you're doing, are aquatic animals. They can be fish, they can be reptiles, they can be mammals, they can be amphibians, they can be anything, okay? Give me, hell, you can even make one of those, I forgot what they're called. Manowars, yeah, which are not one animal, they're multiple, but I'm gonna allow it. You can use things like, what animal is multiple animals again? Like, I think sponges are. You could use them, and that will be nice. Okay, I'd like it. Hell, you could use plants, but like, really hard for that. I don't know. I don't understand botany, so I will need to research on botany if any of you submit that, and I don't want to research in botany. I know biology, not botany, so please. Okay, this, like, pick an animal in this. Pick a beaked whale. Pick a vacuita. Pick a moray eel. Yeah, that's like one of my favorite fish, the morays. Those are cool. So, as I said, you don't need sharks. You don't need mosasaurs. I'd like to see maybe an elasmosaur or a plesiosaur. That I'm doing something for mine. I'm not going to tease it, even though I love teasing my stuff. Next we need, why am I is that the wrong spelling? Brother. What is Arial spelling? Nope. I'm just gonna type flying animals. Okay, you can use gliding animals as well. That is allowed. That is like, I'm fine with that. And flying animals is probably the hardest, because you need to adapt. You could use this guy. You use a flying fish. That's a good idea. You could use that for the unique animals, which is my next segment. So the thing that's really hard for flyers is that there's only like 5 flyers ever. 4 flyers. Technically 5, because dinosaurs have achieved flight twice. Once with 4 wings, once with 2 wings. So that's and also there are insects, which are the only invertebrate flyers and the first flyers. I don't really have much to say. You do whatever you want with this. I've made something that I'm gonna tease this one because as I said, you don't need. Okay, I'm not gonna tease it. It's very unique. It takes a twist on one of our most popular animals and converts it into another group of popular animals. That'll be fun. You guys will understand when it comes out. Next is the unique category of animals. Which basically just, you know, go all out, do whatever you want, make microbes, which is which is the reason why I even made this category. I thought it'll be microbes. You could make plants. That's probably the most interesting, microbes and plants. I'd like to see that. I want to see something that's very unique. You must use like unique stuff are probably the like most diverse. You can use anything. Yeah, look at these. I'm sure that's a Doedicurus. No, that's not a Doedicurus. What are those? The Glyptodons. Yeah, that's a Glyptodon. You could use a Daedon or I forgot what that family is called. I forgot what they were called. You could use basically anything. If I'm sure there's a cold-blooded goat. Cold-blooded goat. If I'm sure. Yeah, this goat. So you could do something with that. Definitely unique. You could what else are the examples for this? I don't know. So this is just me telling you on what you can do, what you should do, and all that. So best tip for all of these things is just don't care about its jaws or its claws. It'll make it, if it gives a cool look, sure, but it's not the important thing here. Okay, you can, I'm not saying you shouldn't or you can't, it's not the best idea. I would not recommend. Okay, you could do like you can do it for maybe like animals that are meant to be scary looking, like a Deinocheirus, one of my favorite animals, and I'm pretty sure that's much better than Therizinosaurs. That's a hot topic. I'm not gonna touch that. Use things that no one talks about. Don't use Spinosaur. Use Latin Venetrix. Use what's that guy's name? What's that weird guy's name? I forgot. There was that one weird guy, like the one with the half sail, I guess. The sail which ends at one point and regoes. I forgot his name. I don't know. Use something, okay? Use herbivores. And mammals. Which is really underrated. Mammals are rarely ever used. Use a mammal. Use a herbivore. Use anything, okay? But make sure it makes sense, looks good, and what is the other one? Yeah, it can function. Yeah. So those are all I've got to say. And bye bye everybody. So please do not forget to participate. I've got to say that. And bye. This is past means future, and still your past, because I'm still in August 9th. So I forgot a major aspect of all this, which is world building and its rules. So I'm just gonna talk about that right now. So basically, you have to world build. You have to tell why and how your creatures have adapted and evolved to it. You can make a continent. You can make it a island. Do whatever you want. Okay? Well, you can use animals from any time at any place and put that in your area. You can make your creature hunt, say, pelicans for breakfast, but then get hunted down by things like, maybe I'd say, what's a good example? Pelicans as your breakfast somehow, okay, and you get hunted down by something like a trilobita or a oxalaya or a tyrannosaurid or something, okay. You can use any time at any place. You can take creatures, but these creatures should not be evolved themselves. They must be the exact same creatures. Their evolution has put to a stop, and they will continue making, I could say, clones of themselves. That's a good way to put it. They should not change. They're the exact same creatures that you've taken from wherever and whenever. So you can make a brand new island. You make a brand new continent because geology works like that. You can, okay. I've bent the rules just for world building, but that's because you need a reason for why you're hybrid. I mean, not hybrid. Oh my god, I've said hybrid so many times because I've made three hybrids. Technically I've done 2. Third one's made, fourth one's also made, fifth one's making, sixth one's also making. So 6 hybrids. So that's why I'm always saying hybrid. So yeah. What was I saying again? Something about yeah, that's because why your creature has evolved that way. Okay? Your creature must have a reason. If you make your creature a Smilodon or from the cat family, and then make it immensely bulky and slow and all that, there must be a reason. Maybe I don't know, maybe it's omnivorous. I don't know why, but maybe it doesn't have enough meat. It's small, it's chubby and bulky for its size and proportions, but it's an omnivore because it's isolated, which is probably going to be is very useful for this create a creature, because insular dwarfism and gigantism. So that's a big thing. So this has been 4 minutes of future. Past me is future, and still your past me talking. So that is all for the video. Like, subscribe, bye bye.